Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this video, we're gonna do a giant unboxing. I know what you're thinking, where the heck have you been for the last month? And I had to leave somewhat unexpectedly. I had to go out of town, and I just didn't happen to have any videos in the can, so to speak. I actually have one, but it got to a point where I was so busy that I couldn't upload it that it felt weird that I would just upload that one video. So I figured I would just save it until I have a whole new batch of videos and include it with those. So most of this stuff is going to be so late now anyway, it doesn't really matter. So I figured, what the heck. But in order to celebrate my comeback, which is not a comeback, but it makes it sound cool, is we're doing a huge unboxing. All the stuff that showed up while I was away. And that's about a month's worth of stuff, and there's a lot of it. There's, I think, 11 packages, 3 or 4 of which are big piles of loot from Big Bad Toy Store, maybe just 2, maybe 3. And then I think 2 of the other big ones or something. Either way, there's a lot of stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. But before we get into that, just wanna point out that if I am not uploading, I'm not likely just quitting altogether. This is my career at this point, so I can't just all of a sudden stop. And if I was going to stop to say do something else, I would let you guys know rather than just abruptly stopping. And for those of you who just said things like, is Anthony dead? And you send those comments in on videos or on Facebook or whatever, that's not really the best thing to do, generally speaking, because what if I was? Somebody's gonna read those comments. Whoever's taking care of my affairs is gonna read those comments, and it's probably not gonna make them feel great. You probably shouldn't do stuff like that. Or maybe I didn't die, but maybe I left abruptly because I had to deal with a loss in the family or something like that. Probably not the wisest comments to leave. Either way, I'm gonna assume that you guys were just more so concerned for my well-being rather than trying to make snarky comments. Just be aware. Maybe not the best thing to joke about. Just letting you know. And then one last thing I want to mention is I have posted a few things other places. So if you're not sure what's going on, I do post things whether it's on Facebook or even here on the YouTube channel in like the community tab. I do post other things even when I can't upload. It's not going to be regular type content or anything, but I will post things. Posted a few joke type things on Facebook. Mostly well received, although the last one where I was kind of like modifying a quote from Jeff Goldblum, where people ask you a question, you saying, I always tell them the same thing. Well, why are you talking to me? Or how dare you talk to me? Just jokes, guys. Just jokes. Guys some of you need to relax. Lay off the caffeine maybe a little bit. I don't know. Okay, so we have a whole lot of unboxing to do. So let's go ahead and dive into it. I'm gonna just grab things at random. I honestly don't know what's in most of these packages. Like, I knew what they were when I ordered them, but it's been a long time, and they arrived all over timeline-wise, so I don't really know what's what. We're just gonna crack them open and see what we have. And then, this is working surprisingly well. Not generally the best tool for opening smaller boxes, but it will get the job done. Anyway, what's gonna happen is once I'm done with this video, I'm gonna decide which things need to be reviewed sooner rather than later, and that's what we're gonna do. But these things will be reviewed. So make sure you let me know in the comment section which things you wanna see. Oh, okay. Well, firstly, we have this guy. The one I know almost nothing about, fictionally speaking, because I haven't yet watched Super. I just can't get into the beginning part because it's the same thing as Battle of the Gods, and I know it gets better and different, but I haven't watched it yet, so I don't really care. You can't spoil it for me, probably not for anybody else either, but there we go. We have Zamas, which is like green Supreme Kai with Clayface arm. I don't know. Super doesn't strike me as being the most creative, I guess. Of the things I've seen, you've got a guy like this, and you've got the big sperm-looking dude, and a recolor of Goku. Not necessarily the most creative stuff. Anyway, everybody says it's good, so I guess we'll see. Maybe we'll use a more practical knife. This one's probably too big. It is funny, I think, anyway, and fun to open packages with it, but we'll use one that's a little bit more reasonable. So this should be fine. I think this will work. And this one, I think all this is for the recent Guts figure, they kind of messed part of it up, and so what I think happened is Good Smile sent out a bunch of swords to make that right, and I think that's what this is. I didn't end up reviewing that new version of Guts though, but I did sell it, so whoever bought that from me, this is all you right here. Yeah, this one looks marginally, barely better than the one that came in the thing, but I didn't review it, so you won't know what I'm talking about necessarily. But there's a sword for Guts from Berserk. Alright, so far, not so exciting. Let's see what we have. Should we stick? Let's go over here. Let's see what's in this package. Anyway, I was away. One of the things I made a joke about while I was away was that I was away working for Hasbro to fix all of their wide eyes and big heads and other anatomy type issues. And I'll tell you what, the number of people who read the first sentence or two in a post and then not the rest, relatively astounding. I was pretty surprised at the number of people who thought I was serious when it was very clear if you kept reading that I wasn't being serious. Anyway, no, I was not working for Hasbro. I don't know if we're ever going to talk about why I was gone. I haven't decided if I want to do that or not on the channel. It's not directly related to the channel, so we may not do that. It's kind of related, but it's the kind of thing that some people are going to find really cool, and other people are going to be like, why are you talking about this? And other people will be like, I hate you. Which is typically the case for almost everything on the internet anyway, but anyway, I don't know. So this is the Spider-Man from the video game with the white on it, and I think the white really sets off Spider-Man's outfit. The figure looked really good upon initial showing, but I've seen some photos that make it look great and some other ones that make it look not so great, so I'm kind of excited to review this. It should be good. I have every intention of enjoying that figure. I really hope they don't give me a reason to not enjoy the figure. Alright, let's keep going. Like I said, some of these packages, not so big. We do have some very substantial ones, and we're just going to probably get those last because they are underneath all the little ones. That's how stacking things works. In case anybody was wondering, you put the big things on the bottom and go from there. Okay. What is in here? Let me see if I can think about what this is. This might be Broly? Boom. It is. It is the Broly. The one I am most looking forward to. Not the black hair part, because I don't like that so much. Although when it's up, it looks kind of cool. But this one, I hate this look right here. Ew. Ew. I really like the Super Saiyan look, though. So that'll be a good one. I really, really hope that's a good one. It looks like it might be. I really, 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 really hope so. Oh, by the way, another thing I haven't mentioned before, I don't think. Occasionally, I've noticed when I go back to watch or edit my videos, as I'm talking in this kind of format, my microphone, slowly just creeps out of the frame. If that happens, it happens. I'm probably not going to notice it. I try to keep an eye on it, but the arm on it has a lot of tension because it's made for heavy duty work, and sometimes this mic isn't heavy enough even though it's the one that actually came with it. Anyway, sometimes it just pulls itself out of the way, so I can't help it. I'm sorry if it ruins the immersion, but it might happen. Alright. What was I gonna say? There were some other things I wanted to talk about, but it's been so long. It's been so long that I don't know what they were anymore. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's one of the things. Beast heads. Again, I've been posting about these relatively regularly. I'm still making them. There were hundreds, and I mean hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of orders of beast heads. They're still being made. I have already made hundreds. I have shipped hundreds. There are more to be made and shipped still. So if you are not one of the people who ordered early on the first day, you're gonna have to wait. They're getting made in the order they were received. Most of the orders happened on the first day. So if you say, well, I ordered on the second day, it should have happened. No, most of the orders out of hundreds, many hundreds were placed on the first day. And I'm making these all by hand. Apparently I have another Broly. All right. Well, it does look like a good figure. I didn't really get a look at the other one I already brought out, but it is a very sharp looking figure. I think I'm excited for it. I know I'm excited for it. That should be cool. Anyway, yeah, lots and lots and lots of beast heads to be made still. Well, not really. I'm almost done, relatively speaking. But again, there were a ton. And that's just the way it is. There's one me working on these things. Well, I have a guy that does the molding and casting because I don't have the supplies to do that. And he sends me the heads, and it takes him time to do that. And then it takes me a lot of time to actually paint the heads. And even the ones that aren't painted, they still need to be trimmed and everything and set up to be painted. So even the ones that I'm just shipping out blank, it still takes a significant amount of time to get those ready and sent out. And you could say, like one particularly dingleberry-like person said, why don't you just hire a couple of people to handle the shipping process? One, the shipping process is not particularly time-consuming. It does consume some time, obviously, but it's not that bad. Two, I can barely afford to pay myself with what I'm doing with these beast heads. I certainly can't afford to pay other people. He's like, but you sold so many. Yes, but there's a difference between gross and net revenue. Take a class on economics before you start telling people how to run a business. Anywho, let's see what's in here. I have no idea what we're looking at here. We have, oh my gosh, what the heck? I think I ordered from multiple places and didn't realize I did that. So here we have another one of this guy. All right, some of those are getting returned. Apparently, my Amazon order was a backup order that got filled and I didn't realize it was getting filled. Oh well. And then we have this guy, which I don't know if people are making a big stink about this or not, because everybody kind of freaked out in the Marvel Legends community when the first one came out. They're like, oh my god, it doesn't look perfect. And I didn't think it looked all that bad. Whereas this one has zero shading on it at all. Yeah, it's a better body maybe, but it has zero shading. The other one at least had some shading. This is going to be interesting, and I'm sure a polarizing topic. But there is definitely some paint blemishing going on here, shall we say. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that on camera, but there are spots where it's not particularly clean at all. So I don't know. Another thing that's kind of funny that just made me think of it, I get a lot of flack. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. You might have if you've been around my channel at all. I get a lot of flack on my Marvel Legends reviews for hating Marvel Legends. You know, a lot. Not more than normal people commenting, but still a significant number of comments are like, oh my god, you hate Marvel Legends, you suck, I hate you, all those kind of things. But then, now this is the interesting thing, I get a lot of comments on my non-Marvel Legends reviews saying the only thing I like is Marvel Legends. How is that a thing that's occurring? How is it some people think I love them unjustly so, and some people think I hate them? That doesn't make sense to me. What I'm thinking is probably happening is I'm actually just neutral, and the people that have their biases are projecting the counter bias to my reviews. That's only my guess, but I think it's very interesting that half the people think I love something and half the people think I hate the same exact thing. Okay, so this is a thing from NECA. This is that new crazy Predator that has that 90s look. And this, I just realized on camera, it looks like I'm holding a carded figure with a blister. That's not, that's just the box cover. That's funny, that's cool. All right, let's see what's, I'm not a fan of this type of figure, generally speaking. Like, in the original toy lines, not NECA's recreation of it. I get why they're doing it, because it's a thing that people enjoyed as a kid, so they're recreating it for nostalgia and money. And that's fine, that's what businesses should do. But generally speaking, like for Transformers or even X-Men, things like that, like the old Toy Biz figures, I never really got into these offshoot type designs that were clearly just a way to make money reusing molds. Not because of the economics of it, just I don't care about things that aren't like in the show, like Beast Wars for instance. I have everything that appeared in the show, anything that didn't, I didn't care about. So things like this aren't really my cup of tea, but this looks pretty cool. Especially if you're a Predator guy. This is probably going to be something you're going to want to see. He's humongous. That's a big boy. And he's purple and gold, so that's kind of cool. Alright, I think I might like that. I hope I do. We'll see. Alright, what's his name? Laser Shot Predator. Alright, well, maybe it'll be a good figure. We will see. We have one more big box here. We have 3 big boxes over here. Let's start with this one. But yeah, the whole thing about me being biased toward or against Marvel Legends, I think is kind of telling of the people making the comments, honestly. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think. Have I ever appeared to be biased toward or against anything other than quality? Other than quality. That's the key. Oh, I just stabbed my table. That's okay. So yeah, I know what most of you are thinking right now, or at least some of you are probably thinking, he is so biased against Revoltech, it's not even funny. That's not true. You have to be fair here. I have purchased many Revoltech things which I did not, or which came long after I said I hate Revoltech. I have purchased a lot, relatively speaking, in hopes that they're good. And the thing I don't like about Revoltech is that they're not good figures, quality-wise. I don't care about the styling. Oh, this is cool. So, I'm not even biased against those. It's not biased, it's biased towards quality, not towards a brand. So here we have Batman and Alien. And here we have Green Lantern and Predator. Alright, let's get the box out of the way and take a look at the figures. Alright, let's look at this one first. There you go. No, let's open it up and see. Okay. So it looks like we have a whole lot of reused parts on a Green Lantern, not unexpectedly. And then we have a Predator that actually looks really, really cool. Actually, this set looks really good. I'm not particularly fond of the lanterns in general, but this looks pretty good. A lot of the same, if not all of the same body parts for Mr. Hal here. Or, oh shoot, what's the other guy's name? White guy's name is Hal, black guy's name is... He's actually my favorite. I like the black guy the most, and I can't think of his name right now. Green Lantern... John Stewart. John Stewart. Why was I thinking that wasn't his name? Anyway, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty psyched. That Predator, that gold and black really, really came out nice. Look at that. I'm actually psyched for that. I was expecting to not be that psyched for these 2-packs because it's so many reused parts, but we'll see. And I know comic book figures reuse parts almost exclusively. This is from NECA, and I was hoping for more. I understand that they are going to reuse parts, but that does take away from the fun, whether it's justified or not. New sculpts are always ideal. So there's Batman and White Alien Joker, which I've heard is not actually accurate to the comics, but we'll see. So Batman, things that stand out on him. Head looks kind of big. Definitely weird anatomy in the chest. Legs are shiny. Upper torso is not shiny at all. We'll see. We will see. The matte sections look really cool. The shiny sections don't look so cool, but maybe that'll just wipe off. White and green and red Alien. Looks pretty good. Take another look at that. I don't know. Looks pretty cool. I'm really hopeful for this. However, the anatomy issues that I noticed drive me bonkers for Batman. Actually, for all these figures, because they're all the same body. Most people won't notice it, so you guys won't care. But I do notice these things, and it drives me nuts because that's not how muscles are connected to bodies. Sometimes. Alright, we're going to save the 2 Big Bad Toy Store boxes for last. We have one more. I think this is another NECA box. Ugh. Ugh. I don't know what this is. This could be more of those things we just opened. I don't remember how many orders I placed. And it could be Ninja Turtles. We will see. Oh yeah, another thing people always say I'm biased about is I don't like any imports. Like, what? I review more imports probably than anybody else on the YouTubes. I don't know if that's true. It could be true. I have no idea what anybody else is doing on YouTube anymore. I used to in the beginning, kind of, but not anymore. But for a long time anyway, and it may still be true, I reviewed, and maybe again it still may be true, the widest variety of figures out there. So, who knows? But yeah, if I only review things I collect unless somebody loans it to me, or if a company asks me to review something, you know, then I'll do it. But if I don't want to own something, I don't buy it. And everything I review, again, unless it happens to be a review sample, which I almost never get, or if it's a loaner, I have to pay for the stuff I'm reviewing. So it's not like I'm buying stuff, you know, just to bash it. And that's kind of like a weird thing. Weird thing people accuse me of. Oh, you don't like anything. To what end? What benefit is it for me to tell you guys things are bad when they're actually good? Does it help my views? No. Does it help me get sponsorships or free products? No. What benefit is there? There is no benefit. That's such a weird thing people accuse me of. Okay, so it looks like this is... I wonder if I ordered a set for my brother. I don't know. So this is more Batman and Green Lantern. Okay, maybe I did. I don't know. Like I said, sometimes I order things and I don't know what they are or how many I ordered. it's a problem, really. Okay, we have two big bad toy store boxes that are very big and bad toy store. Okay, let's do this one. We're gonna do this one first. How are we doing on time? We're gonna cut and then restart. And we're back. Through the magic of editing, we have continued our video. Anyway, as I'm opening this, we'll touch on what I was talking about a little bit more. You know, it doesn't benefit me at all to tell you guys that something is bad when it's not bad, if it's not bad. It is beneficial for me to tell you things are good, even if they're bad. Do you think companies are more interested in sending somebody products if the person's gonna promote it no matter what? Or if there's a chance they say, no, this is no good? It's not the second one. They don't want to send me review samples if I'm gonna be honest and actually review the product. For most companies, NECA, that's a terrible idea. Don't ever hold a knife like this and rake it right towards your neck. Terrible, terrible idea. This is a terrible knife for opening boxes. It's not sharp enough, and it's slightly unwieldy. It wouldn't be so bad if it was actually sharp. But yeah, I only stand to gain by being honest in my reviews, by being like, as the virtue of honesty. That's the only benefit, is like my integrity, and that doesn't pay the bills. So I don't understand why people are, not many people, but a significant number, I suppose, are eager to tell me how I'm so negative and all that kind of stuff. I'm just doing my job. I'm here to help you guys. That's all it is. If something's bad, I'll tell you it's bad so that you don't waste your money on it. I already did. It's my job to make sure you don't, or at least to help you make the decision you should make. That's all it is. All right, there's just definitely too much stuff here. Well, we're gonna try to keep going. Anyway, it's probably too big to fit, but we're gonna leave it right where it is and see how it works. That's what she said. All right, so here we go. My favorite thing ever, apparently. We have some Marvel. You know what? It's just too much. It's just too much. We're moving it over here. All right, here we go. I'm gonna fanboy out over my Marvel Legends, guys. There you go. There's Iron Man. It actually does look pretty good. I'm psyched about that. Here's Captain America, which looks all right. It's like the worst look for him from the movies, but the figure itself looks solid, so that's cool. Here's War Machine. I'm not a big fan of the whole, Iron Patriot. That's what I was gonna say. Is I'm not a big fan of Iron Patriot generally, because I don't think the color scheme is particularly cool. I get the red, white, and blue thing. It makes sense, but I prefer black and silver. Vision. This is a whole wave of movie figures, so get ready to have some Marvel Legends up for sale. I'll keep Iron Man and War Machine, but that's about it. Valkyrie. These all look really solid except for Vision so far. No pun intended. And Heimdall. Do people want this Heimdall? I'm curious. Idris Elba? Cool. Heimdall in a cloak? No, not really. Not compared to regular Heimdall, who's a total badass. I want badass Heimdall. Oh well. I'm a fanboy, so I'll just like it anyway. Alright, moving on. The best Power Ranger. Because she's so fine. Pink Ranger. Adding that to the collection. Next up, we have Storm Collectibles Cammy in her P1 outfit. Not gonna get the SDCC exclusive outfit because this is already a goofy outfit as far as I'm concerned. I don't care if it's popular. I want the classic look. I don't want that look, so I definitely don't need another version of it. And then we have a few of these guys. That's the new Scorpion. Let's see, does the face look good in person? I think it does. I think they did a bad job with some of their photography. They made it look like the face masks were gigantic and way too low, and they're only a little bit too low and gigantic. I don't know. I mean, this isn't the direction I would have gone for the skull mask for sure, but we'll get into that when I review it. I don't even know if you can see it. Yeah, I don't know why they did that with the skull mask. What's up with that? Or why the face mask is so big in general. But the figure otherwise does look really, really nice. Oh, speaking of companies who don't want to send me stuff, apparently. I used to get some stuff from these guys, but which figure was it that I think was the turning point? Was it the Boxers? Might have been the No, it wasn't the Boxers. It was... What did I review that wasn't good lately? Was there anything? Oh, I think it might have been the Evil Ryu and Evil Ken. Because, you know, they had that leg issue. And I called it out. And then all of a sudden I didn't get review samples anymore. Hey, you know what? That's the way it goes. Alright, one more big box from Big Bad Toy Store. Just so you can see how big it is before we open it up. It's a biggin. It's got some size to it. And I'll open it over here. Oh boy, I just realized this one right here is just chock full of different things. All kinds of stuff. I wish I could set it right here and just pull them out, but it's too damn big. Alright, well, whatever. We'll just do one at a time. Borderlands Lilith. Didn't get the new game. Doesn't look that appealing. Story-wise, character-wise. But I am a Borderlands fan, so her face looks a little wonky. It looks really wonky. Can you see that? Can you guys tell? I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell. Doesn't really look like her. She doesn't have the cheekbones she's supposed to have at all. She just has like a little fat face. Really fat, flat face. What the heck, Turd McFarland? Red Hood. I had to review this, guys. This is the DC Essentials version, which I think is a 7-inch line of figures. But I'm gonna get a few key characters like Batman and Catwoman and the Red Hood guy right here. Yeah, it's definitely a bigger line. I don't generally collect 7-inch figures other than NECA's Predators and whatnot. But this looks too good to pass up. You know, Red Hood's one of my favorite characters ever, and that looks exceptional. Let's get this out of the way. Running out of space here. Alright. Balrog. Like 3% of you know why I called him Balrog. The other 97% are like, this guy can't read. I can. It's Vega. But he's also Balrog. And some people are loving this, some people are hating it. I am somewhere in between. I looked at my brother's, because while I was out of town, I was at my brother's a little bit. He got one of these. I looked at it. It seemed alright. He didn't like a lot about it. I didn't look at it that close. It didn't seem as bad. But it does seem to suffer from a few of the issues that some of the Street Fighter figures have suffered from SH Figure Arts. So we'll see. Next up, we have the Punisher, which is one of the standalone releases from the 80 years thing. Looks like a lot of new parts mixed with some old parts. Odd proportioning, maybe? Hard to say. Looks like the legs are oversized. Even from back here, you can tell the legs are really oversized and the hips are very wide. The neck is very long and the head is a little bit big. Very odd proportioning. Like, his head looks big, even including the jacket on the torso. And once you add jackets and things on figures, the head should look smaller because they're not getting bigger as the body poofs out. This guy looks odd, but there's a lot of cool details in it, so maybe it'll find some redemption in the details. We'll see, but take another quick look-see. I mean, I could definitely see a lot of Punisher fans liking that. Marvel Legends Punisher fans, that is, not people who, never mind. Okay, moving on. I can't make any jokes about anybody anymore. Everybody gets offended all the time. Here we have the Killer Croc Wave, finally. There's Mr. Robin. I guess that's Tim Drake, right? Red Robin? Yeah! See, you guys know I'm a big Batman fan, but I'm totally against comic books wherein characters are just shuffled around wantonly and names are changed and outfits are shared, and to me it's all just contrived and annoying, and so I've lost track of the Robins over the years. Other than Dick. I've kept track of Dick very close. Nah, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna make any jokes. I can't make jokes anymore. Jokes have been outlawed on YouTube. Oh, speaking of things being outlawed on YouTube, I guess this happened to everybody, but while I was away, I lost my verification check mark or whatever it is. But then they put it back and said, sorry, we're stupid. And I was like, yes, you are. Thank you for giving me back the thing I have already attained, and then you took away from me for no reason. So this Red Hood doesn't look anywhere near as good. Holy shit, this line bad. Look at his head. Maybe you can't tell on camera, but it is bad. So here's the thing that I found funny. You guys know that I have not really been one to mince words. Is that the right thing? To bite my tongue, let's say. when it comes to a bad figure. If a sculpt is bad, like on the Batman Beyond figure, how the anatomy was just janky as all hell, I called it out. I stumbled upon on Instagram one of the people who sculpts this line in particular, and he was braggadocious about his work, and people around him in that circle were very supportive of him. And all I could think was, and I don't know his name, I don't know who he is anymore, I happened to see it, I kept going, I'm not calling him out or anything, to be clear. But I think this is indicative of the problem in the action figure industry, is that people that are making these things don't necessarily know what they're doing. Clearly they can sculpt, but if you sculpt the anatomy entirely wrong and then talk about how good it is, how proud you are of it, and everyone then supports you, that's not a good situation. That's wrong. It's wrong. It's just wrong. Whatever. I'm not going to get into it any more than that. This Batman right here, and I know it's not Bruce Wayne. He shouldn't be as thick. I get it. I get it. That doesn't mean his anatomy has to be disgusting. Okay? And it's not like the worst thing ever. I get it. But holy crap, is that anatomy... Like, he looks... Oh, man. That is just like... What the heck, man? If you know anatomy, that guy looks emaciated. Terrible. Terrible. Whatever. And also, I want to be very clear. These figures are open to critique because they are made for the public, retail, and I review products for retail. If it was just some guy's custom sculpting, I wouldn't be saying anything. I've never once commented on anybody's custom work. Individual work is off limits as far as I'm concerned. But this guy works for a large corporation, and I'm reviewing the product in that context, not as an individual. If it wasn't up for sale for the general public, I wouldn't be saying anything. To be clear. So if you feel like finding the guy, if you know who he is, and saying, hey, this guy's talking shit, well, you can do that, but it's not exactly what I'm doing. I'm talking about it in the industry sense. The action figure industry. There's another Borderlands figure. You saw a katana over there too. We're getting deep in this video, guys. I guess it's because I've been gone for so long. I have a lot of things to say. And you guys get to hear them. Or you don't, because you're not watching. But if you're not listening, then you're not here and I'm talking to myself. I'm okay with that. There's Alfred. Mr. Pennyworth. Pennyworth or Pennyworth? Pennyworth. Alright, that's it for that Killer Croc wave, I think. 4 more figures. And don't say I'm a fanboy of anything. I just happened to buy 4 figures from one line. And I did have to buy them because they don't send me things anymore. They don't even answer my emails anymore. Oh my gosh, we're too high. Can I do this? Let me do this. Hang on. Can I do that now? That'll work. There we go. There's P1 Sagat. So psyched to get this figure finally. I loved the SDCC red and white version. I'm psyched. Psyched is all heck. I'm heckin' excited for more Sagat. I might buy extras of this guy just to have him. I appreciate the figure that much. Is it perfect? No, but it's dang good. Alright, speaking of figures that I talked poorly about and then stopped getting review samples afterwards. There's Ken. Same exact figure as the Violent Ken. Will the legs jettison the torso from the pelvis? Time will tell. I'll be reviewing it soon. Focus on this camera, not on that. Nobody wants to see that. There we go. So yeah, the last time they used this mold, the legs shot the body. You turn the legs like this and the body would shoot off. It wasn't meant to happen, but it did happen. Same body, more or less, right here. With the Street Fighter 2 Ryu. Doesn't really match the Street Fighter 2 look very well, honestly. The face is almost closer to Alpha. I don't know what they're really doing here. They're so stylized on some figures. Like Sagat is gorgeous, almost perfect. Bison's been really good. We've had a few that are just exceptional. And then some have been missing the mark, so to speak. Speaking of ones that missed the mark, the last figure for the day, Mr. Guile. Which I actually am excited for, because Guile is one of my favorites in Street Fighter. I used to main him back when I didn't know what I was doing. And now I have a figure of him in his P1 outfit. And so there it is, guys. There's my unboxing of a bunch of stuff, a whack ton of stuff, a buttload of stuff, a plethora of different items. And I'll be reviewing them all. I have no idea how I'm going to have time for this and Beast Heads. But holy crap, that's just too much stuff. Let me know in the comment section which ones you want to see first, I guess, and I'll try to do those, but I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to manage this. And also, let me know what you thought about the commentary on today's video. Did I get too deep? Did I hit a nerve? Did I delve too far into the waters of internet drama, or did I just speak candidly with my audience? And I should be able to do that, I think. I don't know, man. I haven't done videos like this in a long time, and the rules on YouTube are changing, and the social structures are changing, and I don't know. Maybe I should just stick to reviewing toys and making Beast Heads and selling muffins. I was gonna make a joke about selling muffins, man. If you guys follow me on Facebook, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe on YouTube also. I don't know if I posted about muffins on YouTube. But the muffin thing kind of has become a thing. People are asking me to actually sell muffins now. Can't do that. Not easy to sell food products. But if you made it this far in the video, go ahead and just type in muffins, ! And I'll know if you guys made it this far. This is a long-ass unboxing video. But I'm glad to be back. I hope you guys are glad that I'm back. I hope I didn't lose too many of you. And I guess that'll do it, guys. So thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, if you just stumbled upon this video and made it this far, you might as well subscribe now. And if you've already been watching my videos prior to today, but you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's over there, I think, nope, I think they moved it over here. It's in one of these two corners, or you could click the little thing down there. There's different places. You can subscribe, click the bell, turn on the bell all the way on, turn that bell all the way on, because there are different settings for the bell now too. And give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and we'll do more like this. And I gotta go do a bunch of reviews, so I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.